everybody, what's going on? Joe Coffey here for Premier Guitar. We're checking out BTO from Taylor. BTO stands for Build to Order, correct? This is Brian Schwartfeger. Brian, how you doing?
Welcome. I'm well.
Good to see you guys out here.
It's great to be here. It's great to be a part of the factory here as well.
It looks like you guys brought your factory. I mean, look at all this wood. You brought everything.
We brought a rack of wood. You know, every day we do a tour at Taylor, and it's there's guys from around the world make their way to Taylor to kind of take the tour and see the mothership and where guitars are born. And one of the most popular places in our shop is what we call the laser room, and that's where we store all of our sets of wood ready to go. And people walk in and you're just kind of in the Holy Grail all of a sudden. You realize I could pick anything I want. And so you're realizing that's a part of the romance of being a guitar player, right? Is to see a guitar before it is in its natural tree state. We wanted to bring that here to the show. And so we did. And we've got a whole big container over here of all of our exotic hardwoods.
We gotta see this.
Oh yeah. This is worth doing. We got to get somebody with an extra hand to pull the lid off. Try to tip it backwards. So, I mean, imagine you say you want a T5, but you really wanted something exotic. Well, it's just kind of maybe some Cocobolo. How about some striped ebony? Wow. Grafted walnut, even better. How about that? That would be a crazy exotic top. And so that's grafted walnut. Two species of walnut.
Where's the line?
This is
the curve. Okay.
Yeah, you got two species of walnut grafted together and so the growers do that because the root wood is impervious to bugs, but the fruit wood makes better walnuts. So you graft the two species together. Now they have a life in the grove, and after a while they stop producing. They got to cut down and replant that grove. And for the last 20 years, we've bought that same grove a couple times over.
Are there any strength issues where the graft is? I mean, I guess it's just like normal.
It's just
wood.
Not at all. In fact, there's some examples of that wood on guitars. I'd love to show you it when we're done here. But the idea is, most people think of a custom shop of, I can maybe change a color or a pick guard or no pick guard. With Taylor Guitars Built to Order, you can pick everything. So for the guy that's just a guitar lover, shape and woods and rosette and binding and purfling and inlay and the choices are actually endless with our Built to Order program. Or you can say, you know what, I love striped ebony. And so I want a Macaster Ebony Grand Symphony, but I want the guitar experts to do all the details. And so we have a concierge that'll walk them all the way through all the choices. So whether you know exactly how you want it, or you want some help from an expert, we can do it either way.
You guys probably step in too if somebody's asking for something that you might realize, they might not, but you might realize, you may not want to do that for strength reasons or whatever.
Right. And because everybody, you have a dream of a great guitar. But the truth is, until you've built 10,000 of them, most people don't have that experience of that's a good combination or not a good combination like we have. So, when you think about custom guitars too, there's nothing like fulfilling that desire right away. Well, we save 10 build slots every day in our production schedule, and a guitar takes 9 days to build, start to finish. And so by saving production slots in everyday schedule, we can actually deliver custom guitars in 8 weeks. Because we know somebody's going to order one. We save a slot, and 9 days, we put it on the schedule, which is probably a month out. 2 weeks later, it's done being built, and it's shipped. So we did 1,200 guitars last year and delivered them all within 2 months.
Let's look at some of the inlay work you were showing me earlier.
Here at the BTO bar, we've brought examples of the rosette choices, of the peg head overlays, and I've even got an inlay guide here. So whether somebody wants a Gothic vine or any of the exotic inlays or traditional guitar inlays, dots and diamonds and floral patterns, everything that we've ever done in Taylor is available, including some exclusive that are made just for the Built to Order program. Same thing with rosettes. Like on a classical guitar rosette, an NS, traditionally it would all be wood, but now we're even offering it with pearl or abalone as inserts, all hand cut or cut on our laser. So it's really just it's that guitar player's ultimate fantasy. You go into the guitar shop and your pick, and so I've got all the different species of tops for Sitka. I've got Adirondack or Engelmann, and for spruce, and you can see the variety of sets when you look at a piece of striped ebony like this. You start to get a view of maybe, oh, I want to glue up this set this way, and maybe we would put a mini wedge in it and put maple up the middle, and these are all large enough when you lay the template on it. It's like we've got plenty of room to build a Grand Symphony, a Dreadnought, even a Jumbo. So it's just a great experience to go, man, I can't wait to get the guitar of my dreams, and we'll deliver it in 2 months.
So if people don't live near El Cajon, though, I mean, how do they work through this process? Obviously, it sounds like they could go to the factory and have a pretty cool time doing this, but how else can they do it?
Well, we encourage them to go see our dealers. We actually bring out 20 dealers a month and walk them through this program. So our whole network soon will have done this firsthand. They've got the guides and the books to help you through it. And especially when you're picking exotic sets of wood, we'll go down to the shop, and it's myself as VP of Marketing or Chris Wellens, VP of Production. We'll lay out 3 or 4 sets, and we'll even get them wet for you. We'll take digital pictures, and we'll send them to that dealer. And so you can go, oh man, set A, or that set number 3, that's the set I want. Wow. And so it doesn't matter if you're in California or clear across the country.
I gotta ask you about this. I'm looking at this over your shoulder here.
Yeah. This is striped ebony, so this is the same species, but this has got finish on it. And so, and this piece is a little more of the cream streaks in it. You've got koa binding and a koa mini wedge on this. And then a Greenheart ab rosette, bound rosette, if you look at the sound hole with the binding in there. And then the headstock's pretty sick too. Look at the flamed koa binding the headstock. So, just crazy. So yeah, this is and so something that if custom wanted a Florentine cutaway on a Grand Symphony body, no pick guard. This is an Adirondack spruce top. It's just your dreams realized.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, Brian, thanks a lot for showing us all this, man. Sure appreciate it.
Enjoy.
All right, man. I'm Joe Coffey. You're watching PremierGuitar.com.